Guys, I truly don't know how the dynamics of this video is gonna be. I really don't know how it's going to be, but we need to talk. I mean, we need to have a chat, guys. A lot of things is happening and we really need to talk about it. The fact that a lot of people are jumping into care, a lot of people are coming to UK to come and do healthcare assistant. Guys, we really need to talk about it. I know that healthcare assistant is a fulfilling job for a lot of people. Some people find interest in it. I mean, some people derive joy in it, and some people, so far it's paying their bills, they are okay with it. But guys, we really need to talk about the technicalities of this job. I understand the fact that healthcare job is one of the easiest job to get. I mean, even if you're in Nigeria or you're in Africa, you can just come into the UK and do care. I mean, you can fly in. They can sponsor you to come into the UK to do care jobs. So it is quite easy to get. But then, guys, there are a lot of technicalities associated with the job that a lot of people are not even talking about. Do you guys get me? This job has led a lot of people to prison. This job has led a lot of people to depression. I mean, it's just so risky doing this job, but then it's quite easy to get into. So guys, basically in this video we'll be talking about what healthcare entails and why some people are really not talking about it. It is not just about you coming to the UK to do care. It is about you knowing what you are coming in to do. I mean, you knowing what you are going to face while you guys, if you are new to this channel, welcome. If you are clicking on this video, welcome. My name is Bridget and I film on lifestyle. I film here in the UK and you know all those good stuff. So if this interests you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you are not subscribed already. Okay guys, so basically one of the things I have noticed that a lot of people are finding issues with is the fact that a lot of people doing care are trying to put their emotions while doing the job. Do you guys get me? I don't mean that you don't need to be emotional while doing care jobs, but guys, you really need to try and put your emotions aside and be professional with the job. A lot of people has, because of their emotion, gotten into trouble. Just of recent, I was reading the story of a guy that was doing care job, not even care, support work, and why he was doing the job, because he has become so familiar with this person, with this service user. You know, there are some clients you work with and this person already knows you guys gist, you talk, and you know the rest like that, because it feels like, oh yeah, I'm familiar with this person. He comes to work that day and pecks the woman, like, you know, pecking the person on the cheeks, and this woman took it up that it's sexual harassment. Guys, it would feel surprising for someone who is coming from our background, from Nigeria or from Africa, where we communicate emotions by words, we communicate emotions by our action. But guys, in the UK, it's quite different. And now, because you have felt like, oh, you feel like, oh, you are quite close to this person, you can just show this person your emotion. I know that this emotion is quite simple, is quite pure, but then you are dealing with people who has different background, who has different upbringing from you. So while you are doing care, guys, you need to put your emotion aside. I mean, this person is in trouble right now because this client took it up, the client's family took it up that, oh, this person is sexually harassing their family. Do you guys get me now? So it's a difficult issue now, but this is a job that you feel like, okay, because I'm close to this person, I can do anything I like. I can put my emotion why showing care to this person, or why performing my duties to this person. In care job, guys, you really need to put your emotion aside. You really need to put your emotions aside. These emotions has gotten a lot of people into trouble. Be professional, show care. I mean, show affection towards the person you are taking care of, towards your service user, whatever, towards the resident. But you need to be professional with it. Not every laugh you should laugh, not every talk you should talk. I mean, not every emotion you need to show. Do you guys get me? Just do your work and go home. All this unnecessary gist, all this unnecessary chat, unnecessary showing of emotion with to your service user or to your client is not necessary, guys. It's really not necessary. This thing has gotten a lot of people into trouble. And I understand the fact that, like I mentioned, because of our background, because of where we are coming from, we feel like it's a, you know, it's a normal thing to show emotion. It's a normal thing to show care to someone. But guys, that does not, it's not the same here. You are in a different place, you're in a different culture. Do you guys get me? Basically, so it's not everyone you should show emotion to. It's not everybody you should peck. Do you guys get me? So that is one issue I realized a lot of people has gotten issue with. the fact that you guys cannot separate, or a lot of people cannot separate emotions from being professional. So that is it. And another thing, guys, we really need to talk about is the fact that some people don't even take instructions. I know instructions is cliche now. Take instructions, listen to your boss, do what your boss does. Do you guys get me? But instructions is very, very pivotal in care job. Like, instructions can make or mar somebody. Instructions can, it's so important. Do you guys get me? It's just so important here in the UK to take instructions, especially when you are dealing with people, when you are dealing with vulnerables. I understand now that in care job, you can have two residents sitting together, working together, and they have different care plans. Some of these residents can choke on water. Guys, do you know this water that we just drink and everything? Some of these residents can choke on it. So before you say you want to deliver care to somebody, before you say you want to deliver, you want to feed or you want to do something to somebody, you just need to ask for instruction. Does this person take thickener? Does this person take this? Does this person take that? It's not that you just jump into your role and say that, okay, they said you should feed somebody, then you should just go and feed the person. I know these things that I'm talking about is things that you guys know, or a lot of people know already. But guys, these things are very important because it's leading a lot of people into trouble. I mean, why would you just feel like because this person, it looks normal now, you can just give this person water and the person chokes on the water and the person dies? These things are very, very important, guys. It is so it is so saddening when you hear that someone is in prison and you ask them what led you here, and they are telling you that, oh, because I gave this resident or I gave this client water and the person choked and so she died, that is why I'm in prison. I mean, these things are so saddening to hear about. But if we follow basic instructions and we just do away with our Nigerian mentality or do away with African mentality, these things would have been much better. This issue would have been, nipped in the bud. This thing would not, it would have been so, it can be averted, basically, guys. It can be averted. Just follow instructions. I mean, just follow instructions. It's not that difficult, but follow instructions. And guys, another thing I have noticed is that in the UK, people report. So before they report you, you report them. I'm not saying that you should just report on flimsy things or something like that. But before they report you, you report them. That is why you ask nurses now and they say they reported someone because they have something on the line. They have their pin on the line. If they don't report this carer, their own pin is going to suffer for it. And when their pin suffers for it, that is basically their life or their means of livelihood in the UK. So you guys need to learn to report. I mean, when I first got here and I hear that this person reported somebody, it felt so hard in my ears. I'm like, what? Why is this person reporting you over this little issue? But over time, I've come to understand the fact that everyone is trying to protect themselves. Everyone is trying to protect their image. So they need to report. I mean, sometimes you just hear simple things like, oh, so person did not close so person's door, and you're like, is this something that you should report someone for? Should this even raise any concern? But then it's a serious issue, guys. So that is, I just tell people, please, if you have to report, because it saves your head. Do you guys get me? Or maybe you see someone fall or a client who has fallen. Don't just say that, okay, because this person has fallen down, let me just raise the person and put the person back. Report that incident, because that incident is very, very important. I mean, the tiniest of details is very, very important here. There's the story of a guy. When I just got here, it's a very popular story of a carer. I mean, this person is a Nigerian that was supposed to care for someone, and the person fell, and in the course of the person falling, the person he carried the resident back to her bed. The person fell. Guys, you get me? The person fell and he carried the person back to her bed. But before he resumed back to work the next day, the resident had died. Why? Because while the person fell, there was a rupture or something on the brain and the person died. The guy is right now in prison. Guys, do you guys get me? Had it been he had reported, they would have taken the person to the hospital. Like, things would have been done. But because he did not report, he's in jail. Or like they said, he's in jail. He's schooling himself right now in jail. Guys, these things are, it's saddening. Because a lot of people came over to the UK. They are here in the UK to get better life, making their life better and, you know, making life better for themselves, but just getting into trouble over flimsy things is sardonic, guys. It's very, very saddening. Like, I don't even know how I can put it now, but it is so saddening when you hear people getting into trouble over what could be averted, over what a simple talk or a simple report could have averted. And guys, what I've come to notice again since I got to the UK, or what I've come to notice about this care job, is the fact that there's a kind of gender preference. I've heard now, or not even like I've heard, I'm hearing and I've seen the fact that they said most of these female residents or most of these female clients don't want a male service, don't want a male carer taking care of them. So before you just say you want to go jump into care or you want to take care of a female resident, know this kind of person, know if this person hates men, know if this person does not like your color. Guys, these are basic things that you should know about. Do you guys get me? There are a lot of residents, or there are a lot of clients that don't even want the opposite gender to take care of them. So why you are there, why you know that, okay, this person does not want a black person, or this person does not want a male to take care of them, why are you going to take care of the person? These things are just basic things. Like I mentioned, just ask questions. These things are basic things you should know about, because guys, in this care job that a lot of people are doing, you can't overrate asking questions, you can't overrate instructions. Like, it is not overrated. It is very, very important. It is very, very pivotal to whatever you are doing as a carer. Okay, another thing, guys, is the fact that you need to know that in care jobs you need to be able to take some shit. I mean, there are a lot of things that will be thrown at you. There are a lot of things that you would see and you'd be like, no, I don't think I should be doing this kind of job. But then that is what you've signed up for. So if you are this kind of person that gets easily irritated, you are this kind of person that really do not like body contact, you are this kind of person that really do not like giving care to another person, I don't think care job is for you, because you will see certain things that you know that, no, I should not be here, that will make you think of your decision to even come to the UK in the first instance, not to talk of doing that kind of job. Do you guys get me? Because you guys basically, like, they basically care for the person. I mean, from the feeding to the personal care to bathing to everything. Like, you know, when you have a baby, that you take care of the baby, this person is actually also dependent on you. This person is dependent on you for his or her survival. This person is dependent on you for his or her cleanliness. This person is dependent on you for everything. I mean, you know, the hours that you're going to spend with the person is dependent on you for that hours. So are you ready to dedicate yourself to taking care of that kind of person? Are you ready to dedicate yourself to seeing all those sheets, to receiving all those sheets? I mean, there are a lot of people that you take care of, and even after taking care of the person, they still insult you, and you understand the fact that, okay, it is because of the condition, or it is because of what this person is passing through, that is why the person is insulting you or doing all this sort to you. Guys, what I'm saying basically is that if you know you can accept shit, if you can accept, you know, some insults, then you can do it. I mean, it's just a job and you just forget about it. But if you are this kind of person that is so emotional, you can't accept certain things, you can't see certain things, you just can't, you know, see yourself doing certain things to somebody, then just don't do care. There are a lot of other jobs that are very, very fulfilling also. There are a lot of other jobs that you can do and you earn your money. Do you guys get me? So far you just want to earn money, you just want to have money, you want to live fine. There are other jobs that you can do that you can live fine on. There are other jobs you can do that you know that you find fulfilling, basically, guys. So that is it about that. And the final thing I will be talking about is the fact that care job has different branches. It's not just you taking care of somebody in a particular place. We've got domiciliary care, we've got residential care. I mean, this one is very, very popular. A lot of people are talking about it. I mean, a lot of people know the difference, but it's very important for you to know the kind of care you are going to be doing. If it's going to be residential, if it's going to be domiciliary. Domiciliary is that when you just go to their homes to administer care for them in their various places, while residential is the one you just stay in a particular place and take care of the person, basically. So that is just it. in this video. And another thing is that I've noticed that a lot of people prefer residential care to domiciliary care, because domiciliary care, you can work under the sun, you can work under the snow for 24 hours, and eventually you've just worked for 10 hours or you've just worked for 7 hours. Aside residential, where you can work for, I mean, you're just in a place for 12 hours and you are getting paid for the hours you worked, aside break or the rest, like that. So it's residential care gives you a kind of stability, it gives you a kind of peace of mind, so to say, compared to domiciliary care. But domiciliary care too can be fulfilling, especially for those who's got car, who's got mobility, and it's just so different. You just need to know the kind of care you are going to administer, a kind of care you are going to be doing before you just join the bandwagon of people doing care in the UK. Okay, so guys, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you've not subscribed to my channel, kindly subscribe to this channel before you zoom out. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye for now.